Hello everyone. So you're probably thinking, what's going on here? Well, this is an experiment that Shauna and I decided to do after we saw a very interesting tweet on Twitter today by somebody called Simon Cook. You're probably all familiar with him. He used to be the former Conservative Party leader here in Bradford, and this wonderful gentleman tweeted today that veganism is just stupid. Do we agree, Shauna?
No, I've been vegetarian for 12 years now. Trying to go vegan. I went mostly vegan over the past, the first year of the pandemic, but then cheese got to me. And then I've been enjoying lasagna and things like that ever since, so I'm hoping to go back, but it's a little bit restrictive, I find. So but yeah, these I've tried the McDonald's one and I like that one, but I haven't tried any of the others. I'm excited to see.
Well, it is Veganuary, so we thought we will try the vegan plant-based burgers that have recently been advertised to the brim. In my opinion, I think it would be interesting to try out the plant-based burgers and see if they live up to all the hype. Well, here we are. We've got 3 of them here, so let's find out. So I think the first thing we should do, Shauna, is look at the packaging. So we ordered this from the delivery, and they've packed it obviously in a brown bag. Lots of stickers on the other side as well. So let's open it and see what's inside. Wow, okay. So that's the McPlant vegan burger. Shall we have it open and see what it looks like inside? So, Shauna, does that look vegan to you? And what do you think of the packaging?
It doesn't look vegan. I know it is, but I think that it, imitates a real beef burger quite well. I'm not sure if some vegans are opposed to that. I'm pretty neutral on it, but I do think it looks exactly like a beef one that you'd get normally.
So would you then be a bit doubtful about eating that, or would you just, because of the packaging, because of the massive labelling of it being vegan, be happy to consume that?
The labelling does help a lot. If it was just in the regular boxes, I would be a bit more hesitant. I know the Burger King burger is, I had to
not consume that.
No, I just had to double check, because it tastes, it smells exactly the same. So yeah, the packaging really does help to ease the mind.
Shall we lift that top bun and see what's inside? Like a pretty regular burger patty there. Nicely grilled, tomatoes, cheese, mayonnaise and gherkins. You happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, it's all about the taste test now. So the truth, Shauna, tell us.
I really like this burger. It tastes similar to a meat one. Like, I think I haven't eaten one in years, I don't know, but the cheese tastes exactly like the normal one. They've got the onions, the gherkins, the tomatoes. I think it really works for this one.
I've never ever had a vegan burger in my life, and I love cheese. I normally have cheeseburgers, or from McDonald's it'd be a fillet of fish. So for me, this is my very first taste of a vegan burger. So let's have a look if I like it as much as Shauna did. But I agree with you, Shauna. The packaging is quite comforting because it's got all this vegan labelling on there, and the presentation is quite nice. I'm not a big fan of lettuce, so excuse me if I pull them out. But here we go. Let's see if it's love at first bite. It's not bad actually. It doesn't taste like it's vegetables. It does actually taste a little bit meaty. I like the cheese actually. I didn't think, because I'm a very big cheese fan, I didn't think I'd like the cheese, plant-based cheese, rather than dairy, but it's actually not bad, because I always thought the cheese would be really hard and probably not as soft and melty as normal most cheeses, most dairy-based cheese. But this is not bad actually. Yeah, I'd definitely recommend people try it. So I'll try the next one. The next one we've got is from Burger King. Let's have a look. So the packaging, not as neat, I would say, as the McDonald's one. 3 simple stickers on there, but lots of paper. And in terms of, obviously these are the fries. But this was a vegan meal. So is that vegan packaging from Burger King for the fries? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Or is it general? It doesn't say anything. But in terms of the burgers, so there was 2 that we ordered. We ordered, because they do, Burger King give you a choice. They have a plant-based Whopper meal, and they have the vegan Royale meal. So that's a vegan Royale. So I would say it's not boxed. So we've gone a little bit cheaper than McDonald's, just with the brown paper wrapping. But it's not bad actually, because of all the branding and all the various logos, and also the assurance that it is vegan. I think that looks pretty decent to me, and it's still warm. And then obviously this will be the plant-based flame grilled to perfection according to the labelling Whopper meal, and that's what that looks like. It's quite big, much bigger than the vegan burger from McDonald's, wouldn't you say? And obviously that I would say is quite a large portion as well. What do you think, Shauna?
I think a lot of people were complaining online that the McDonald's ones are a bit small. I think that they are as well.
Yeah.
So the size on these ones are better, but I do think Burger King's a little bit more expensive than McDonald's. It feels quite heavy as well.
A bit more chunky and a bit more filled.
Yeah, so it's definitely way bigger, just for comparison.
Oh wow, that is big. Much bigger than the McDonald's.
What do we have inside? So yeah, so similar. You've got onions, tomatoes, ketchup and mayo.
I would say, would you say it's got less lettuce then compared to McDonald's? And
Yeah.
where's the cheese?
Yes, no cheese, and I think that's probably because they don't have vegan cheese in store. That's what I'd assume.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I think McDonald's has, manufactured the cheese for
Pretty
themselves.
well. Yeah, I would say, because it's a bit odd to have a burger without cheese. For me personally, there are people who don't have cheese in their burger, but for me personally, that is what I would say. So, Shauna, it's all yours. Let's go for the taste.
It's not as tasty.
Really?
No, there's just a lack of flavour. It's a bit, just a bit boring, to be honest with you. Maybe it's the cheese that's missing, but there's just a lack of any distinguishing taste.
Well, for me, definitely, I wouldn't have the burger if it didn't have cheese in. Oh, I like the look of that. And obviously, if you're not a burger fan, something like this is quite nice. But what is that? Just lettuce, nothing else. No cheese, no tomatoes, no onions, nothing. So that's a bit disappointing. Burger King, it's not what I expected. But okay. It's all about the taste now, I suppose, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Now for me, that patty is quite nice. I do like the taste. I do like the texture. But because they haven't got anything else in it, no onions, no tomatoes, nothing else, very little mayonnaise as well. That first bite was a bit bland. I suppose if I got to where the mayonnaise is, it might be a bit better. But because the patty is actually quite tasty, I can just about forgive Burger King for that. Just about forgive them. So I don't mind that. And I probably would order it, but I'd make a recommendation to them to give me those extras in there as well. I know that on their own website it gives you an option to have these extras added to it. Obviously on the Just Eat website it doesn't give you that option, so I don't know, maybe that could be the reason why we didn't have the cheese and the other extra fillings in there. But obviously because we're comparing all equal, because we ordered McDonald's from Just Eat as well, they should have had those things available through Just Eat as well if you're ordering for delivery. So I think taste wise not bad, but in terms of the offering, that's quite weak. So Shauna, now we've got KFC.
Yes, we have KFC. I've not had this one before, so I'm really excited. I do like that they've got checked and sealed on the sticker, so you know that there's no tampering with the drivers. No, they haven't been sticking a chip on their way.
Yeah, imagine that, somebody tampering you with your burger.
Which I'd be tempted to if I was a bit hungry, so let's have a look.
So have you seen, like, what I like about this straight away is, you know, just so our readers can see what it says, 11 herbs and spices, 0 chicken. They've got lots of good marketing on theirs, haven't they? Mm-hmm. Whereas the others have just simply put the name of the burger and vegan, and that's it. These guys have actually gone a little bit ahead and put lots of marketing things on it. This one as well, finger licking vegan until you add non-vegan stuff. Obviously, that's quite cheeky.
Yeah. Just
so our readers can see.
And I think they're appealing to, you know, non-vegans who might just want to try it.
To convert.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like that. And from the red to the green, so obviously KFC is known for their red colours. It's actually quite nice. But you know what I also like is, have you seen the base as well? They've got a lot. They've actually spent a lot of money on their packaging, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I saw that on the other two. I mean, we didn't see it on Burger King at all because there was no box.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, and McDonald's was pretty simple, but they've really sort of even gone ethical in terms of how to dispose and what it's made of. This is suitable for vegans and has been made with vegan ingredients. However, our preparation and cooking methods could mean they come into contact with non-vegan ingredients. Design and related marks in terms of trademark. We hate litter, you hate litter, so let's all do our bit for the environment. Don't just drop it, please bin it. And then obviously they've got the PEFC mark as well. So I think that's, you know, going a little bit extra, mm-hmm. and I think that's quite nice. In terms of size, I'm thinking it's a bit more like just a little bit bigger than McDonald's, or is it about the same?
I think
it's an odd shape.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's an oval
in
a round patty, which is quite odd. You think you'd either have no cheese. You'd either have like an oblong bun like you did in Burger King, or you'd have a round patty.
Yeah.
So
they got the shape a bit wrong, but it's a little bit bigger than McDonald's, isn't it?
And it feels heavier too.
Yeah,
so I think
it does. It feels more, definitely. I agree. So I'm quite happy with the presentation. In terms of pricing, for 2 burgers it was $10.98, so that's about £5.45.
Mm-hmm.
So again, much more expensive than McDonald's, but even more expensive than Burger King as well.
Yeah, and you get no chips, you don't get a drink. £5.50 for 1 burger is quite expensive.
It is. Maybe they spend it all in the packaging. Recuperate. This is my business mind always thinking that's where they recuperate it from, giving you more in the packaging. But anyway, it's all about the taste, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So
a bit odd shape, but that's good. Yeah. It's quite dry. I don't think I've got to the mayo part. It's really dry.
They've hardly put anything in. Do you want to lift that again?
Mm-hmm.
Just lift that again. Yeah. Well, they've hardly put any in. Can you see? There's nothing on top. Just a little dash of it, if any.
Yeah, I think it definitely needs to be on top. I know that's a bit of a small change to make, but it was quite dry. So yeah, I think the herbs, you can taste them, but I think the dryness overtakes everything for it.
Looking at it, I agree with you. It looks very dry. For me personally, like I said, I'm a cheese fan. I like cheese on my burgers and stuff. So I don't know if this is going to pass my taste test from the looks of it. But let's go. Let's see what happens. Okay. The patty is really soft. There's no crispiness to it. It's really soft. A little bit mushy, almost. You can tell it's definitely plant. But yeah, it needs more. I could do with onions on here, tomatoes, a bit more mayonnaise, definitely vegan cheese if I had it. But I don't mind the taste actually. I quite like it. I don't mind it at all actually. It's fine for me. I quite like that little mushiness of the patty. But yeah, I'd need a lot of mayonnaise on that to actually make it to the end. But if I had to choose from all the burgers, I would agree with you. McDonald's comes out top, but however, if I ordered the Vegan Royale, the Burger King Vegan Royale, if they were able to do vegan cheese on top, and it had the tomatoes and the onions on there, and a bit more mayonnaise, I think that would be my favourite. That would be my number one. That would be the ultimate for me. So yes, yeah. Price wise, obviously Burger King, you need to look at your pricing again. Maybe it's a good thing that you've got all this on your packaging, but if that's the reason why it's expensive, I don't think people will appreciate you too much for it. In the sense of disposable, I would think, even though Burger King's packaging looks cheap, in the time that we're living in, and in terms of reducing our waste, that's a much better way of reducing waste in terms of what you can throw in the bin. Scrunch up the paper, it's in the bin. These are a bit bigger to throw in the bin. So yeah, Burger King, packaging wise, you take it from me. So that's us done. Have you ever had 3 burgers in one lunchtime, Shauna?
No.
But quite interesting. I don't think I'm going to eat for a week now. But what would you say is your favourite then, ultimate?
I think it's a bit obvious, but the McPlant, you know, everything. It has the cheese on it, it has lettuce, onions, tomatoes. It's just, when you think of a burger, that's what they've delivered on.
Yeah, I would say I have to agree because it had everything. So when you order a burger, you expect the bun to be grilled. I mean, I like mine to be grilled, and theirs was nicely grilled or toasted. And then you've got your mayonnaise, you've got your lettuce, you've got your gherkins or cucumbers, tomato, ketchup as well, onions, and your patty, your burger, and then obviously your top bun. So it delivered on everything that you expect to have inside. The others, I would say, I liked the taste of the patties of the burger that they made, but because it lacked the cheese, even the mayonnaise was very sparing. It was, there wasn't enough. There was no onions, there were no extra tomatoes or anything like that in it, and it made it so dry, which is not something that you'd want in a burger. So that all of that experience of a burger was missing, and that's why it fell flat. But had they had the cheese, the onions, and the mayonnaise and ketchup, I think the taste would have been better than the McDonald's. But by far, because McDonald's did, they obviously, for me, I have to agree with you, definitely would say they're in the number one spot. In terms of packaging, I think while the boxes are a nice idea, if we are trying to save on waste, I would say, if this was me about 10-15 years ago, I'd say, Burger King are being cheap, we should put it in a box. But now if you're talking about waste and reducing waste, then this kind of packaging is perfect. It, once you're finished, it's less space in your bin, I suppose, and in terms of paper waste, you can recycle all of that. I'm sure these are recyclable as well, but they're a bit much more bulkier in your recycling bin. So I think packaging wise, Burger King delivers for me there. KFC, I think they deliver in terms of the information and marketing gurus, I would say, with theirs in terms of all the information that they've got on there. But yeah, overall, even taking the packaging into consideration, the marketing, and finally the pricing, McDonald's is cheapest, has got all the loading of a burger inside there. So yeah, definitely number one.
And were you pleasantly surprised by the taste?
I was actually, because I was like preparing myself not to like it, preparing myself to think, right, this is just a job. You just got to eat it and then tell people what it's like. You might not like it, but I actually did enjoy it. It wasn't bad, actually. And to be honest, if I am looking to have a burger, then I might even try another one again. Especially because obviously, as you know, Shauna, me being Muslim, our dietary requirements are specific. So this works for those who want to order a burger from McDonald's but have a halal diet. So they're perfectly fine for people with those kind of diets as well. So it works twofold, really. Yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you to all of you for watching, and I hope you'll stay tuned to Asian Sunday Online.